Viewers' discretion. Please be aware that the views and opinions expressed by our guest are those of our guest solely, and they are not the views and expressions of the podcast or myself as Madam Speaker and the studios where we are recording. So if you want to come through as somebody who has the right to reply, if the episode is saying anything about you, you are more than welcome to reach out to us. But I want to emphasize that the views and opinions of the guest are solely of the guest and do not represent our channel, our podcast, or myself in any way, shape, or form.
It started with the suffocations and stuff, the pillow and suffocating me. So I'd be like, hey, this man wants to kill me. I'm not feeling okay, like I'm dizzy. And I felt like my life is blurry. And I left, my 3 kids were in the house. The other one came out. He's like, Mama, where are you going? I was like, yo. He's like, don't go. We need you. I feel like because the guy is so good at manipulating, he's so good at lying. I believe that she believes that we have divorced.
Welcome to the Safe Space Chats podcast with Madam Speaker. My name is Deliverance, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self-Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self-love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing us. We are recording at number 7 Sedgwick Road in Isandovale, Bazalwane. So if you want to start your own podcast or anything like that, you're more than welcome to hit them up on the number that's appearing on your screen right now. And also, if you want to come through as our guest, there are 2 numbers which are appearing on your screen. Please use any of those 2 numbers that you see there to reach out to us so that we can sit and have conversations like we are doing today. I've got a beautiful guest next to me. My guest is going to introduce herself to you guys and we'll go straight into the episode of today. My sister?
Okay. My name is Zanele Hlongwane. I'm from Pretoria East and born in Mamelodi. 34 years old. Born to Opa Hlongwane and Monica Mtwening. Raised by my aunt who is Mapula Hlongwane.
Well, thank you so much. You're welcome. Welcome. How are you feeling?
Happy but nervous at the same time, yeah.
It's normal. It's normal. So you wrote to us, my sister, and you said that there's a story or a part of your life that you want to share with us today.
Yes.
So you can just dive straight into it.
Okay. I just want to say, even with sharing the story, it's not necessarily to maybe mess up with somebody's reputation or anything of that sort, but it's just for healing purposes. So my story is about my divorce. Okay. Actually, we're not yet divorced. Okay. It's about my ex-husband, my marriage, actually, let me just say, my marriage. Should I start with the story?
Yes, you can start on how you met this person. I think let's take it all the way back there.
Okay. I met him so I met my ex-husband, not really ex-husband, but my husband.
Yeah. I know it's hard. When you're no longer,
we're
together.
Separated, so we're still in that process of divorce. So I met him in 2010. No, 2011. Because I started Go University of Pretoria in 2010.
Okay.
And then that's the same year that I met my best friend. And then subsequently I met my ex-husband.
Okay.
So, and I met him through my best friend, actually. Okay. Yeah, because, maybe if I can explain how we actually got to know each other.
Yeah.
My friend told me that, look, there's a guy who really likes you, and what. And she's like, so maybe you should give him a try or what. That was my best friend who I was friends with for just only a year. But within a year, then she introduced me to him. So I was like, when I saw him, at first, initially, I was like, not my type, the chemistry was not there. But how I even fell into the whole relationship, I cannot recall how that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was not attracted to him in the beginning.
So you don't really know when you had the change of heart and all of that stuff?
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember at all. So then everything happened very fast. He started introducing himself to me. What? My name is what? And then okay, fine. Then like the guy would follow me everywhere, anyway, go campus,
Okay.
So I was like, at the point, I was like, you know what, let me just give this guy a try because, he's always after me and professing his love for me. And what actually attracted me to him is that he started first the kind of life that he wants us to live.
Okay.
So
So he's
that's
like a person with a vision.
yes,
sort
with
of,
a vision. So I was like, oh, okay, this guy really has, a whole, like, he's got a whole master plan,
Yeah.
how this relationship will go and marriage and where
Yeah.
we'll stay and how many kids we'll have.
Yeah.
So that's what attracted me to him. So I was like, okay, let me just give the guy a try,
Yeah.
So as time went by, eventually, okay, we started the relationship.
Was he also a student?
He was also a student,
Okay.
yes. Yes, he was also, I think he was in his third year by the time I met him. So we started the relationship, and then as time went by, actually, I noticed that before I actually introduced him to my mom, because my mom I'm from a very strict family, pastor's family, So my mom is like, my mom is very strict, and there's no dating, there's no not, you're just there to study, So my mom met him for the first time. I introduced him as my friend.
Okay.
And immediately she was like,
Yeah.
She was like, no,
Sure.
I don't care whether it's a friend or what. The guy has to go. I'm not connecting there. So I was like, like when you are in that, when you're in love and stuff, you'll just like
Your ears don't work.
your ears don't work. I was like, no, she'll be fine. So then afterwards, we started dating, him and I. But then I noticed some signs, like weird, like he would be aggressive, Like maybe if he finds some calls on my phone, he would like ask me, who's this, whatever. Like he would smash my phones on the ground, and stuff. And
So he had quite a temper.
Yeah, he had quite a temper, And he was very obsessive, like, so like he would tell me whenever like, because the abuse, it started there, Go Varsity. So he would push me, pull me. It started very lightly, push me aggressively, pull me, whatever. And sometimes I'd come home with bruises, and then my sisters were like, what is going on? Like, who is this? And it's like, no, nothing, I just fell or something. So, and then girls would start texting me. This happened very early on. Girls would start texting me, what are you doing with my guy? He promised me marriage. I was like, guys, they'll just be like, no, it's nothing. Just, what?
It's obsessed with me.
She's obsessed with me. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, okay. So it's fine. And then okay, I let that go. And then afterwards, apart from the abuse continued and stuff. And I was like, no, you know what? But I noticed that every time when we would argue, and I would threaten to leave him, then he would say, I don't have parents. He'd come up with stories, I'm all alone. It's better that I just kill myself. Because that was one thing that he really liked to say. Tomorrow you'll find me dead. You will hear that I'm dead, So I feel sorry for him. Like, Sham,
He would
you know what?
emotionally blackmail you. to
Yes,
stay. Yeah.
I understand. So I was like, Sham, the guy was okay. Let me just continue, because now he's going to kill himself and, whatever. So that was his, he kept on saying that all the time.
Yeah.
So I couldn't break up with him. And then it started now, the way I started seeing signs of, because the guy is from, he's apparently, according to him, he's Christian.
Okay.
I'm from a Bazolani background. He is from the Zionist background.
Okay.
So what actually attracted me to him was that we would share about the Bible, we'd share about God, we would, talk, about Christ. And I really loved talking about, that was like, for me, my favorite topic, So, but then I started noticing, like, when we'd argue, he had this Corolla. Oh, okay, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention, but the car.
Okay.
But he had a car, and then he would always go to the back of his car You know, I don't know what he's doing there, but he would come back and then I'd find like this white dust on his hands or whatever. I don't know.
Every time when you have like a
Like
disagreement.
when we argue, and I'm like, I'm going, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then he'd go to the back of his car, he'd drive me somewhere, you know. He'd go to the back of his car, come out with some white powder dust and be like, touch my hair, like, you know, and just say, just look at me. And he'd always say to me, look at me in the eye, you know. So I would look at him in the eye and then he would just rub that, I don't know, like almost like he's rubbing my face.
The way you think about it now, is it not spooky?
Yes, because at that time I thought, man, he's just being, you know.
Light.
Yeah, but then I'm like, man, you know, why is he always, what is he fetching? What's going on, you know? And I'd start questioning that. And then I remember actually prior to that, he said to me that, okay, we're going to start a relationship now, you and I.
Okay.
So I want us to make a covenant,
Yo.
you know? So I was like, I thought maybe, man, that's sweet, you know, making it. So I was like, so he was like, okay, hold my hands. I'm like, okay, hold these hands. And then he's like, okay, so I'm going to pray and you just follow with me and whatever.
Okay.
So he starts doing the prayer, God, what? We're about to now enter into this covenant. You know, we help us to stay together. Nothing will separate us. And he spoke a lot of things, you know. I was like, that's sweet, you know. And then I started realizing, no, something is just not right, because I'd go back home and then I'd start having bad dreams now.
After having the covenant?
Yeah, after the covenant. I'm like, I go back home now. I start having bad dreams. Either like, it was just my dreams were like weird, you know. Either I'd dream like maybe buildings tumbling down, crashing down. I'd dream like snakes, you know. I would dream like I'm in a train and then the train, you know. So I'm like, I'll dream like weird dreams. So, and then I would tell him that, man, I keep on having these dreams. I don't know why, you know. He's like, hey, Wena, you know, your dreams are always negative. What kind of, you know, you must pray, you must rebuke those dreams. You know?
So it's like now it's your fault that you're having the dreams.
Yeah, I'm being attacked, you know. Yes, it's my fault, I'm being attacked. So it's the devil, you know. So I was like, okay, it's fine. I will pray against them, you know. Then I would start having like snakes biting me. Next thing I'm having like, I literally suffered this for like a year or two. And this was only after him and I started being intimate, because it took a year and a half for me to be intimate with him.
Okay.
And then I would start having movements in my head and in my stomach, like snake-like movements, you know. So I'm like, I don't know. This is new to me, you know. And so anyway, we continued the relationship. And I remember he would always ask me, which church are you going to? You know, and I'd be like, no, I'm going to this and this church. No, okay, it's fine. I'll go with you, you know. So there was one day he came with me. My mom was Balebali power tongue speaking person people, you know. So he would get irritated when like we're at church. I remember there was a time my mom was speaking in tongues, praying, hallelujah. And then he would get irritated. Like he would come back and say, hey, your mommy, why is she, hey, this holy, hallelujah stuff, you know. She's very powerful. And I'm like, yeah, no, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I hope to be like that one day. I was like, okay. So then there came a time where now my sisters, I don't know if I should mention this, but like people, like my sister started getting sick. My older sister, she also started getting attacks now.
Okay.
Falling and doing all those things. And then we had to now take her to church.
Okay.
We had to take her to church. And then when we did, there was a major conference, Go Stadium. The pastor prayed. And my mom said to me, because Lena, she saw her, you know, I would relate these dreams I'm having. She's like, no, you also need to go and get prayed for.
Yeah.
So when the pastor prayed, then I started rolling on the floor. I started manifesting.
Yeah.
So, and it's the same thing, snake. So then he said to me, the pastor said to me, who is this person that you're with? I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm dating this guy. And they're like, this guy is not good, you know. So I'm like, I'm like, yo, please don't say that. Because, you know, the guy really, he used to like spoil me. You know, he was just like attentive towards me. He had this whole dream of the vision and all. I'm like, no, he's a serious guy. He really wants to marry me. So he's like, no, this guy is not good. You must leave him.
Sure.
So he's told me, what is his name? I told him what his name is. And he called his name. And he said, come out of her. Sure. You know, I was like, oh God, what is this? And my mom was there. And my mom was fuming there because she's like, I told her,
yes,
what
exactly.
do you know? She must, you know. So then after that, when he called his name, the guy was calling on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think he called like 6-7 times. I'm like, he missed call. Then when I went home, I attended to the calls. I'm like, he's like, where were you? I'm like, Evan, what do you mean where was I? He's like, no, where were you? I was like, no, I am from church. He's like, do you know that I'm in an accident?
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, I got involved in an accident. I'm like, because now I'm like, I'm putting 1 + 1.
Yeah.
You know.
So meaning while you were busy getting delivered, he's busy getting into
exactly. You understand? So I'm like, guys, something is wrong here, you know? So, and it will be several times. Let me tell you, this person knows everything about me.
Sure.
Like, he knows my ins and outs, where I'm going, where I am, you know.
So you feel like monitored, sort of.
Yeah, but it's weird because how does he know? That's the question, you know. So anyway, fast forward, 2014, I was like, yo, me, I want a baby because my mom is strict. Go hide, they're strict. I just want to get away. Like, I just want to be married, you know. He's like, no, don't worry. I have that, you know, I'm going to marry you and stuff.
Wait, so after the deliverance, you still got...
I still went back.
Okay.
I kept going back, you know. So after that, 2014, I think it was a year before that, I got pregnant. I got my child before my graduation, before I graduated. And then he's like, yeah, I'm sending the people to come and, you know, I'm about to say mahadi. And fine. My mom was not having it. Firstly, when she found out that I'm pregnant for him, she's like, this guy. After all of
everything
this,
that has happened,
you know, So I was like, yo, I said, go back and pray and fast. And be like, Jesus, please, just give this. If it's not your will, let it be. Just permit it, you know, just allow it, you know.
Because that's what you wanted.
I don't think that's what I wanted. I think I was under
a spell of some sort. Yeah,
I think I was under a spell, you know. So fine, and then I'd fast forward. My mom eventually agreed. She's like, hey, it's okay, it's fine, you know, let him come. So he came, and it wasn't even that big because my family was not in support of it. So he came with his relatives. You know, exactly. And then also we only had like 2 or 3 from my side, you know. So they came, fine. He's like, Bona, after Baunteta, you're coming to stay with me, you know. So fine, it happened on the day. I surprised my mom. I said, Mama, I'm going to stay with the guy. My mom's like, how? Happy, the guy hasn't even finished. You know, it's on its then I'll finish the whatever.
Then
so
you can just, so that you can legally be taken, like lawfully.
So my mom was like, so I begged her. That thing, it broke my mom's heart. I'm not going to lie. It really broke her heart, you know. And my mom was like, it's fine, you know, just go. It's fine, you know. So I packed my bags. Same day, like my family would not even expecting this. But anyway, I left and I went to go and stay with him. He didn't have a place of his own at the time. He was staying with his pastors.
Okay.
So we were staying all together and the abuse continued, you know. The time where my mom was like, even at the point she was like, no, I'm taking the firstborn to stay with him because this is toxic, you know. So even then, he would still beat me in front of his pastors.
So now it escalated to him beating you up, like?
yeah, he would be, and what the guy does, ne? He would focus here.
On
Like,
the neck.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
suffocating and, it started with the suffocations and stuff, the pillow and suffocating me. So I'd be like, hey, this man wants to kill me. So, and then at the time when I was at the pastor's place, he's like, Bona, if you decide to leave here, there's petrol. He even took the petrol. He's like, I'm going to Klofisa. I'm going to burn this, place down. So I even begged him, please don't, because he was ready. I was like, no, please don't, And fine, I got pregnant again with my second child. The abuse continued. Even when I was 8 months pregnant, I remember he also hit me. Again, he was abusing me. And then he literally took my feet and did this. So my child, even now, because I think that affected him. He was still, So, I called my mom that night. I was like, Mama, this guy is continuing, please. My mom was like, she called the police. They came, they took him, and then she took me back home. So after that, they called my mom and they said, do you want to continue with the case now?
Yeah.
So my mom was like, yes. And then they're like, no, but you need to ask the daughter.
Yeah, because it's you have the final say.
You see, so yeah. So my mom was like, okay, fine. Then I said no. I want to go back to my husband, So yeah. So anyway, then I had we moved from that place. We went to go and stay. And remember, all this time I've been wanting to, like, he would tell me, like, I'm going to buy the house, I'll pay it, everything. And I'd be like, no, let me help you. Rather you take half, you pay half, I pay half. Anyway, he didn't qualify. So I,
If you
second.
do it jointly, then
Yeah, if you do it jointly and stuff. So he was like, okay, it's fine. But I'll pay. I'm like, okay, it's fine. So we did that. Cause every time I wanted to buy a car, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I'll do it. I'll buy the family car for the kids and everything. Don't worry. I've got this.
Yeah.
So he'd keep on buying things, and then I'm left now to obviously take care of everything else,
Okay.
But at that time, I didn't have anything that I would say is in my name except for the house,
Okay.
So then afterwards, the cheating started, he's never around. I'm always alone. He would come back, Kabuma, 2, 3 in the morning. I was forever alone, with my 3 kids. I was forever alone. Okay. So and when I asked him, where were you? I being Lindelo, It's fine. Women now would start calling me, tell your man. This other one even called me and said, Bona, he's at my door. And me, I don't want to. And he's forcing me to come in, and then sleep. And now so that's when I remember that was actually when I fasted and prayed. I was like, God, tell me what's going on. This man is never, what's happening, God, Then I found out that he was busy with this girl. And then she called me and told me to fetch him and stuff like that. Then he came back from there when he found out that I know. And begged me again, please. And apparently he was telling the girl that, don't worry, I'm waiting for her to leave the house. So
that they can move in
so that they can move in, So now I understood why all this abuse, because now the guy would escalate from the hitting and the shoving to the belt. Now he would start hitting me with the belt, So I'm like, do I really deserve this? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
This guy sold me a dream, and it's, and the day he hit me with a belt, I was like, That's when I knew that, no, this guy doesn't love me. Sure. How can you hit me like this? So, and then he's like, yeah, the day you leave me, it's fine. I will replace you. I'm not even going to come up, but I'll just replace you and stuff like that. So he was always demeaning and always calling me names, swearing at me. The emotional abuse also continued.
Yeah.
So, and the financial abuse as well. Because now, even me going to work with him, because we used to go to work together, he would tell me, hey, tell petrol. You're not going to board my car without pouring petrol.
Yeah.
So it was, the relationship started to become more transactional now. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ish, what's going on, So, fine, fast forward after that, several times I'm like, Mama, I now want to go back home. Unotwana, I'm alone. And I'm raising these 3 kids, and they're all small at that time, So my mom's like, hey, now I'm not having it anymore.
Yeah, because she's tried so many times to
Yeah.
get you out of the situation.
Yeah, you see. And so she's like, no, I'm not having it anymore. He's your husband. Slala lapho and deal with it,
Yeah.
But my mom tried. She really tried,
Sure.
So, fine. And then I would keep on seeing the snake. The snake doesn't go away.
Yeah.
The snake doesn't go away.
Sure.
So I remember when I went to a church service, and it was a prophetic church. And the prophets all the time kept on telling me the same thing, this covenant that you keep going back to.
Sure.
This covenant that you keep going back to. God is taking you out of it. I'm like, covenant? So then I'm like, it took time for me to remember.
At that time, they were once.
Yeah. So I'm like, but the guy is Christian. And we read Bible from Genesis to Revelation,
Yeah.
So it's not possible. So they would pray for me again to keep on. And then this other prophet said to me, hey, this guy that you're with, that he's possessed with this serpent. I'm like,
Yeah.
You keep on going back to. You keep on going back to. And this serpent, what it does, it takes everything from you. Like everything, like the blessings that are supposed to come to you will go back
to
to
the
him.
serpent, yeah.
So there's a destiny, almost like a destiny swapping or something. So that's why your life will never be, they'll never go well. You need to break out of this thing. I'm like, but we are married. So does that mean I must divorce the guy because of a snake?
Yeah.
Deliver me,
So whenever you want to be delivered but still stay
That's the
with your husband, you're
thing. That's the
thinking maybe the two
thing.
of you can be delivered.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I noticed that this I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I was under spell because I would also notice like some changes on my face. My family would see me like, ish, change, like this is not you.
Yeah.
And my weight was also like, now I'm fine, but before that was not my weight. And even after the pastor prayed for me at that at that stadium,
Yeah.
I remember I lost so much weight. I came back, my clothes were falling. And they were like, what's going on with you? And like, that's the first time I knew that there was such a thing called spiritual weight loss. Yeah, because I lost so much weight after that he prayed for me. And I knew that maybe there's something he's putting in my food or something, because he'd always come with cooked food. And then we eat, but I can see that this food is tampered with, So then I'd go back and I'm not feeling okay, like I'm dizzy. And I felt like my life is blurry. It's not me.
Like you're stagnant, sort of. Not moving forward.
Like, stagnant. And this Zanele is not me. Everything was going south. It was going bad, Sure. And fine. And then after that, so the guy started continuing, like I said, with the cheating and with the, several women. It's not just one or two. Then after that, I remember, when was it? It was quite recently. There was times when he would beat me, take extension cord and strangle me. With extension cord. And the thing is, when he does these things, he does it in front of people. He didn't care. Like, even the people bako kriking, they would come. He would do it in front of them.
And they wouldn't reprimand him?
No one dares. Sure. And colleagues, colleagues have seen him drag me on the floor naked. So, and it was just too much. I was just like, God, no one is helping me. But then again, I put myself in this situation. There was a time, I don't want to say this because I'm going to cry, but there was a time when I was like, this is too much. I took my bags, and I left. My 3 kids were in the house. The other one came out. He's like, Mama, where are you going? I was like, yo. He's like, don't go. We need you.
Sure.
But I was like, yo, this is too much, my son.
Sure.
I was like, this is too much. I can't. You know?
Yeah.
And if only they knew that I think I was holding on for them, you know? So he was like, no, Mama, don't go. Please, we need you. So I went back to the house. And then after that, the guy also, what traumatized me more is that even the intimacy was not right.
Yeah.
Because he would target the moments where I'm either, maybe I'm medication, I'm sleeping, you know, I'm fast asleep. And then he would just do what he wants to do with me.
So you are not participating?
No, I'm not participating. And then I told him about this thing, man. I'd wake up and I'd feel ish somehow. Like, ish. I'm like, you know, what's happening? You know, he's like, you know, he didn't like, for him, it's like we were married. This is how intimacy should be like. But it was almost forced most of the time. So I don't know if you call that rape. I'm sorry if I'm allowed to mention it.
No, it's okay.
I don't know if you call it rape.
Actually, you know what? Rape in marriages is actually a thing.
Really?
Yeah. People do get raped while they're married because if you're not consenting to it, even if you're married to that person, and you're forcing it, it's rape.
Because at first people, like when I tell them this, they're like, oh, it's not possible for you to be, it's not rape, it's intimacy, that's how it's supposed to be. But when I started getting the cuts and all these things.
Cuts how?
No, I don't know if I can call them genital cuts or,
okay, yeah,
you know, and bleeding and stuff. And I'll be like, this is not how it's supposed to be like, you know. And there was a one time when he even did, there was a one time when I was like, nah, I'm not going to partake in this anymore. And I can't, you know, you're forceful. You know, it's not right. It's not right.
Doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right, you know. And then, because in the beginning it was okay.
Yeah.
But then as time went by, now it started becoming forceful.
Yeah.
So, and then I remember the one time he grabbed me, pulled me off of the bed, and he kicked me in the stomach, you know. And he said to me, so you're cheating. Why don't you want to sleep with me, you know? I'm like, I'm not cheating and stuff. Then he beat me, you know, and stuff. I was like, okay, it's fine, you know. So then anyway, as time goes by, I decide that, you know what, no, maybe I should leave. So when I decided to, but before I left, I was in depression clinic.
Yeah.
I've been there, I think 3 years in succession, because now it was becoming too much.
Yeah.
Even at work, I wasn't coping, I wasn't performing, you know. And and I was always exhausted, I was always tired. It almost felt spiritual, this exhaustion. It wasn't normal, you know. So when after I would be intimate with him, I would start getting scratches all over my body, you know, rash all over my body. Actually, this is the first time I knew about the stator before, because I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So then I learned, man, this is spiritual. It's this thing, you know, because somebody from my mom's side helped me. I was like, I don't do these things, but I really need help, because I went to the pastors, nothing helped. The itching all over my body, like it's too much, you know. And then I'll tell him, but you know what, my love, I keep on getting these, when you and I are intimate, I get these scratches, like cat scratches on my body. What's going on? It's like, I don't know, you know, because he's Zulu, so it's like, but then I would see the kupunyana kamo kabotunga tlaletsona tsa ditlhare. But I asked him, what is this? He's like, no, it's just men's medicine, you know. I didn't know that he was cleansing Lena for, So my aunt helped me. She's like, this is the first time I knew about this thing, because I'm born again. I don't know these things, you know. Yeah. So she's like, hey, we're going to help you. But if you want to do it this way, you've been praying, nothing's helping, so we're going to steam you, we're going to cleanse you, you know. So I'm like, okay. So she did the steaming, the cleansing and everything. And for the first time, I was like, wow. After that, I was okay. I was like, hey, the thing is gone. She's like, yeah. And this exhaustion is your man. He's the one who's making you tired,
Sure.
Oh, so they were not having it. They were like, you're not performing. You're always late. You're always there's conflicts around you.
There's a lot going on with you.
Yeah. So my because I'm a teacher, so my principal was like, I think you need to either consider resigning or you just, I don't know, but we cannot have this. You need to change.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll think about it. So fast forward, I finally decided this was too much because now the guy was getting crazy. The suffocating was getting too much. I can see this guy wants to kill me. And sometimes he would take me, if we have a fight, he would drop me off in this, a wild parking bushes.
Yeah.
He would drop me there and say, I remember that time when he did that to me, I was so scared because there are men passing. Like, hey, what if they hurt me? What if they rape me, I waited. I was like, God, please, I'm praying that time, please, Jesus, please let him come back. And he came back after 30 minutes. He's like, you see, this is what happens when you disrespect me. This is what happens when you question me.
My sister, I just have one question for you, Ned, to say, when all of these things are happening, because I always say that sometimes you really can feel as a person, especially if you are a born-again Christian, like you're saying you are. Sometimes you can really feel that the Holy Spirit has left you a long time ago because of how things are happening around you.
Yes.
During this time, do you feel that you are still walking with God, or what do you feel?
No, at this time I actually felt like God has left me because I'm a worshiper. I sing Kokreking. I'm Jesus' child, guys. Literally, I felt that Jesus has left me because even church I wasn't going anymore.
Yeah.
And my calling, I left it, abandoned, because I have a pastoral calling. So I left it, everything, but I'm seeing that Christ is not here. I pray, God, please change the man.
Yeah.
Why is he not changing?
Your focus is on the man changing.
Yes. I'm like, why is he not changing?
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, look, God, there's nothing is going to change. The fact that God is silent is already an answer for me.
Yes.
To say that I'm not in here. I'm not in. Even the Bible says, when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he's there.
Yeah.
So that's when I noticed, no, we've not been gathered in his name. That's why he's not here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a sign for me to leave, So then afterwards, I decided, okay, fine, I'm going to go. I left. My family didn't believe. And then after I left, my kids were still there with him.
Okay. So it was just you.
Yeah, it was just me who left. He's staying with his brother. So they were with the kids.
Okay.
So I was like, let me go. At this point, my finances are not good. The guy has a car. He's taking them to school every day. And let me tell you one thing about him. He loves his kids. He's very good with Banabahai, So that's the one thing that said, you know what, let me go and get my life together a bit, try and involve the lawyer, try and get this, and then fix, and then and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when I wanted to go back, again, that's thing, go back to him. If you come back here, I will kill you. You tell me that. He said, you can come, just cook for them and do this, and then you go. I'm like, no, I want to come back. I want to be with my kids. He's like, no,
so it had to take him not wanting you.
Exactly.
Sure.
To finally see. So I'd come back, take care of my kids, cook for them, do everything, do hot water bottles for them, snack them in their bed, read them a bedtime story, and then go back home. And he's like, yeah, I think this is what we should do. You'll see them on weekends, and then now I'll be with them during the week, because anyway, so and then I'll look after them and everything, and your finances are not good. I was like, okay, it's fine. And so we get a lawyer. So it's like, okay, it's fine. Then I was like, hey, guy, now I want a divorce. Yeah, because you're going to benefit. That's why you wanted a divorce. What? There's no use. We're separated. We need a divorce.
How long have you been separated now?
2 years now.
Okay. So you've been living like this with these arrangements of you having to see the kids on weekends.
On weekends and everything. Like, I'm like, and my mom even approved of it. My mom was like, do it.
Yeah.
Because the guy, and when you need to sort your life out,
Yeah.
sort your finances, sort everything out. And then, So fine, we agreed to that. Then after that, I was like, I want a divorce. He's like, no, if you want to fight, if you want that battle, it's fine. We'll see who guy. That's what he said. Who's gonna go 6 feet under the grave first? He's like, first I thought he was lying. I was like, he's just talking. The guy would follow me where I was staying. He would come, Bishu, come at 12, park his car. I don't know what he's doing there, doing things, prayers and stuff. When I wake up in the morning, I'm exhausted. There was a time where I was bedridden. I was paralyzed. I couldn't go to work. So anyway, I was on leave. So then the guy would come every day religiously. So sometimes I'd go out. With this guy.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, no, but what are you doing at this place?
At this time of the night.
At this time of the night.
Yeah.
And the exhaustion, again, I'd wake up, I'm tired. I can't do anything. At a point where now I just left, resign. And I sent in my letter. And then after sending my letter, I told him that I'm resigning, the father of my kids. He didn't say anything. He was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So, and then after that, fast forward, he was like, my mom was like, okay, I told my mom that I want a divorce and everything. My mom was like, don't take anything from the guy. Just go.
Yeah.
Just leave him,
Yeah.
So anyway, she didn't want us to do the divorce thing because she knew it was going to be messy.
Yeah.
So the guy actually is the one who filed.
Okay.
So he filed first. Anyway, I got the letters from his lawyers. I was like, oh, okay, good shot. Then after that, I'm still, after I resigned, by the way, I got better. I'm no longer getting that exhaustion, that sickness, that tiredness, And then after that, fine, I get the letters. I'm like, okay, it's fine. We respond. We're like, okay, that's good. Can't the guy stop paying the lawyers now? He stopped paying.
So meaning that the case now is taken.
The case now is, we find out that now he's married. He's getting married.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, even before, but I'll explain this to you. Yeah, he got married last year.
While you guys are not yet divorced.
No, we're not yet divorced.
Does the wife even know that you guys are still not divorced?
You know what? I feel like because the guy is so good at manipulating, he's so good at lying. I believe that she believes that we have divorced because I think maybe he presented the settlement to her and is like, partner. So it's still pending. The letter and whatever, and he's not complying. So anyway, he got married. I heard from my kids, Papa's getting married. I'm like, what? Fine. I call him. I'm like, hey, what is this I hear that you're getting married? He's like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. I said, okay. And you didn't even care to tell me that you're getting married so that we can discuss how we're going to continue with everything. He's like, no, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. He just said that to me. I know what I'm doing. So I was like, okay, it's fine. Then the guy afterwards, let me tell you, I started losing people also now because this was prior to him getting married. When he told me that we will see how this will end.
Yeah.
I lost my mom because I told him when are we gonna finish? I used to say when are we gonna finish my heart? He's like, when your mom dies. Oh. So I lost my mom December, lost the 2023. I lost her. Condolences. And Lena, blood clots, and stuff. But then I know my mom used to also fight spiritually because she used to get attacked so much. So she died in December. And then I noticed also my uncle. My uncle, he died also a year later. The sister, who also came to wed us, died.
Sure.
Same year. My psychiatrist, dies.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? And all these people, they were important to me, you know. They were like the pieces of the puzzle for me, you know. So I'm like, okay, fine. Oh, God, I don't understand, you know. And he would come. He even came to bury my mom. You know, he came and stuff. So it's like, no, I don't want to think it's spiritual, but I'm like, "Eish, God, I don't understand, you know. And he did tell me that, I'm not saying it's, you know. So after I lost my psychiatrist, I was like, this is enough now. She had every information of mine, from the toxicity of the marriage to everything, you know. So I made peace with that. And then after that, when I got my money's miracle, I got a car. It's like, let me get a car so that my children, I'll be able to, you know, take them to school, move around. Just not so long after I got the car, there was a cat on my car, a black one, dancing on my car. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on?
Sure.
Out of all these cars here, this cat, you know, I got home, I started praying in the name of Jesus, whatever, back to sender. But then I remember that I also had a dream of somebody blowing me a kiss to say, your car's going. And it did go anyway, a few weeks after that, because of, you know, the financial challenges that I was in, and, you know, had to let go of the car, you know, for certain things, financial reasons and stuff. So the car left. Then this other pastor, he's a family pastor, he said to me, look, he said to my aunt, he said to us, you know what, God says within this month, he's going to reveal to you guys who your enemies are. In fact, they are going to expose themselves. And my aunt told me, I was like, good. Then I get a dream. My ex-husband comes to me. He's like, yeah, I got you. He's like, no, you said you wanted a divorce, you want this. I told you we'll see. Mind your board. I took everything from you. He said, I took your job. I took your monies. You know, I took your car. You know, now you're left with nothing.
Sure.
And then he was like, even the monies that you want, I have them. So it all made sense to me. Like, you know, it all made sense because we had that conversation. He told me, so fine, I told the pastor, I told him that, I don't know if it's true now, but this guy came to me and confessed.
Yeah.
And one thing about him, he does everything spiritually. I don't know how to explain it. He will know, hore, this time, and he will find me there. He will come purposely. You know? So he knows, it's like, almost like, I don't know if what he's doing. Like, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So, fine, after that, after the dream, I decided to keep quiet. I'm not going to confront him because sometimes dreams can be dreams.
Yeah.
You
and
know?
also, it's not like it's going to help in you
It's not like,
confronting him.
yes, it's not like it's going to help me. So let me just leave it, you know.
Yeah.
God will deal with him, you know. So, fine, the guy gets married, and my kids were still co-parenting. We're still, you know, but it's even hard, this co-parenting thing.
Yeah.
Because he makes it very difficult, you know, for me.
Yeah.
So he still comes to me. And people don't understand, like, he still comes to me. He still talks to me. But it's not physical. It's spiritual.
Wait, so you never really got the deliverance again, like complete deliverance from this whole thing?
I did, because last year, the family pastor, I told him that we're taking, after I got my monies, I started feeling sick again. And and then I would dream of the babunu and stuff. So they told me, no, when I you know, and the guy who sent it to you is this person. So the pastor came and he did the deliverances. After he did that, it took time. It took time to remove that animal from me. But eventually I got delivered. And since then, not much. It's just minor things.
Yeah.
Like he would come to me, if he was angry, he would come to me and press me on my bed. Like
In your
it's just,
dreams.
yeah, you know, you understand? It's like the spiritual attacks of his, they don't stop.
Yeah.
They don't stop, you know.
Sure.
So I think for me, I've just learned that, you know, the only way I can deal with this, because God showed me. He told me that when you get in here, these are the consequences. But I didn't listen.
Yeah.
So I need to face the consequences, and I can't blame God. I can't blame anyone.
Yeah.
I just have to live a life of prayer, because the guy is a serious ritualist, serious witchcraft.
And the fact that you have kids with him, you know, he's connected to you with the kids, you know,
Exactly.
forever.
And there was a time when apparently he was doing, okay, I don't want to expose this, but he would he would do weird things, you know. And let me tell you, after I got that dream where he exposed himself to me, my kids told me that, hey, we ate Holy Communion. Why? Like, hey, this guy never did. He never wanted to pray when we were together. He never wanted to fast. He never wanted to read the Bible.
Yeah.
When I read the Bible, it tells me, lawyer.
Yeah.
So where does this Holy Communion now? Which means he knows
Yeah.
what he did
Sure.
to me, you know?
Okay, my sister, because now we have to get to the conclusion of our story for today, ne?
Yeah.
I just want to understand, Ori, what is the situation right now as it stands?
As it stands, because we got the settlement agreement, so we have shared custody.
Okay.
According to the agreement. We haven't gone to court yet, so we haven't gotten a court order yet. So we're continuing to do how we are doing now. And we just chose not to speak to each other. It's toxic.
Yeah.
Like we're always fighting. So we decided that we're gonna co-parent through a third party.
Okay. It's parallel parenting.
Parallel, yes. Yeah. So my side of the family, they communicate with him. I communicate with his pastors.
Okay.
So it's like that, you know. But he still comes. He tells me whatever he's doing in his life.
Yeah. Sure.
So I think even if, you know, I think he'll be shocked to know that I know who he is.
The way you are explaining it right
yes,
now.
he'll be shocked. Because for him, he's very good at cover up. You know, Christian, God, Jesus, you know.
Yeah.
But really, really, to be honest, he is not. You know?
Sure.
So,
Okay. So in conclusion, my sister, what is the I think you did touch a bit on it when we started, but also in closing, Ori, the main reason why you wanted to share your story with our viewers at home today?
okay. I wanted to share the story because, first and foremost, for my healing.
Yeah.
For my
you mentioned the
healing. Nah?
yes.
And also to encourage those who are in such a situation or a relationship. First and foremost, my advice to them is, especially if you're a Christian, if God shows you, either in a dream or scripture or pastor, he will always send somebody to warn you. Listen to him.
Yeah.
Listen to him and trust your instincts. If it says, you know what, don't do it, don't. Because now then you will have to suffer the consequences.
And in the very long run.
Yes. You know?
Sure.
So that's my only advice to you. Seek God before you get into a relationship, seek God, pray about it, fast about it, ask God, really, is this really?
Yeah.
You know? And then also, if you're not really into God, the whole God thing, then ask, like get advice from people.
Yeah.
Is this person right now?
Yeah.
And if they say no, and trust your parents.
And where is this friend that actually introduced you to this guy?
My friend, she is there, but you know, she's very supportive. She's like, "Ish girl, nah, I told you. I always had this thing. I got this guy."
Yeah.
You know, but God will carry you through.
Yeah.
You know, she's born again Christian learner, so we always motivate each other with with God's word. She'll be like, no, God will carry you through.
Yeah. My sister, I think one thing that I can say to you, is that I believe that it is by the grace of God that you're still alive.
Yeah.
The grace of God is sufficient for you.
Yeah.
And I believe that the way you are explaining this whole thing, if this thing was supposed to kill you, it would have killed you by now.
Yeah.
Even the Bible does say that when Job was being tested, it was only his flesh that was being tested and not his spirit.
Yes.
So I believe that if this guy had the opportunity to touch your spirit, he would have a long time ago.
Yeah.
But the reason why he's unable to do that is because of the God that is in you.
Yes.
And I really just want you to be encouraged to say, in as much as you know that this is going to be a very long journey that you're going to walk through, but the fact that you have heavenly backup, that should give you enough confidence to say you have to keep going.
Yeah.
And also the fact that you are able to come out here and want to share with other people the selflessness, of saying, as Christians, please be careful, sometimes, especially us Christian girls, we love marriage too much. And I think it's because of how it is glorified even in our churches. So much that nothing ever makes sense except the fact that you want to see yourself wearing a ring and belonging to someone.
Yeah.
And forgetting that you are also made in an image of God. And when God created you, he also wanted you to do whatever it is that he has created you to come and do on this earth.
Yeah.
And the fact that we just want to submit under someone who looks like they have a vision. Therefore, my visions and my dreams, they don't matter. What matters is this person's visions and dreams. I think that is one thing that is a big lesson that we need to learn to do away with, I always give an example with women like Deborah in the Bible to say she was a judge over Israel.
Yeah.
And she was married. She had a husband.
Yeah.
So what is it with the women always thinking that they have to follow somebody's leadership when there are people like Deborah in the Bible who were actually leaders? And in the time of when she was reigning, the Israelites would win wars, And this really does show God didn't create us with gender, just so that we can, whatever we're supposed to fulfill has absolutely nothing to do with our gender, So then this says to me, I really just want you to be encouraged to say, even in your calling, whatever that God has called you to do, it is not attached to anyone. It has nothing to do with anyone. And I do know that the dangers of having a certain calling is that you can be a magnet for the enemy because they know that they can use that for the darkness. You understand? So yes, you have the gift, but also you can be exposed to danger because of the gift that you have. But I do believe that if there are people out there who are watching and they know that God has called them for something, then they will take this as a wake-up call to say, listen, let me rather focus on God. And if they have so many, warnings and signs to say, stay away from something like this, then they will do that. So thank you so much, my sister.
Thank you so much.
Is there anything else that you want to say in closing? Where do the people get a hold of you if they want to be in touch? Even the socials?
Facebook, Twitter. Oh, do I even know my social handle, my TikTok? I don't even know. But yeah, Zanele Hlongwane, you'll find me I'm mostly on Facebook. So yeah.
All right. We wish you all the best, my sister.
Thank
and
you so
especially
much.
with the divorce. This one, it's really so spiritual. It's not even a physical thing that I feel like
Yeah.
you really need to be in prayer mode.
Yeah.
Pray without ceasing throughout this whole thing until you are finally liberated. And I believe that God is going to deliver even your children. God will never leave nor forsake you.
Yeah.
I don't believe that you made it this far just so that God can leave you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, sister. Thank you so much for coming through. Anyway, to the viewers at home, please do leave a comment in the comment section and tell us what you think about this episode of today. And also, please intercede for our sister, so that God can see her through. I believe that in as much as we are not going to be together physically, but I believe that because we are all children of God and we believe in the same God and we know the signs and wonders that God has done through us just being with each other, from watching on your phone or watching on your TV, I believe that one prayer, as you are watching this, just intercede for our sister. It's going to go a long way. With that being said, thank you so much. I will see you guys on the flip side. I love you. God bless you. Mwah.